let's talk about the TV I just bought. If you're familiar with my Instagram stories, I had a TV for 9 years. It was a beautiful TV with 32 inches. Great, 32 inches did the job. Oh, that'd be painful. And I just wanted a new one, and I wanted it to have the internet so I could watch Netflix on it instead of my phone. Yeah, great, good story. And so I went into JB Hi-Fi and went through the website. And something I now realise about the website is all the TVs in their pictures look exactly the same size. Okay, like the 32 inch is this big, and then I would have thought that a 24 inch would be this big on the screen, and then a bigger TV would be bigger. So that's where my brain went. So I saw this TV was 32 inches, just went, well, obviously they all are. That makes sense. And then I just went, oh, that looks like a good one. Purchase. It says internet, got it, great. So they came to deliver it, and a truck with a cargo thing came. I was like, that's a bit dramatic for a little TV. Why is a whole cargo container coming up? So they open it up, and they just sort of move what appears to be a wall out of the way. No, they're moving the wall out of the way to get to my 32-inch television that I bought. Oh, they're moving it out onto the road, they're lowering the wall down. Do you need to do that to get the smaller TV that I bought out? Well, they're putting it on a trolley, they're wheeling it toward me. Oh fuck, I bought that. I bought a movie theatre. Nothing says I have too much money than when you don't realise you've bought a movie theatre. He's doing well for himself. And I am. So anyway, the movie theatre that is... I'm not kidding, it's this. This is the television that I bought. Didn't fit in the lift. It was very difficult to get through the front door. After about 2.5 hours of them carting it up the stairs, they got it into my place, and I just was laughing. I was like, I feel so good about myself because I'm so wealthy that I bought this and didn't know. Anyway, I was sort of like, well, hopefully they're being overprotective and it's just a box full of padding. And then I opened it, I was like, oh, there's no padding in this box. So I couldn't lift the TV, I dragged it, I had to get rid of my TV unit, I had to throw out shelves, I had to declutter half of my living room because I had to put this TV in. So I dragged this TV in, and then I'm like, oh, so I get it all set up, and then pretend this is the TV, right? This is where my couch is, right up against the other side of the wall. Right? Oh, that's as far away from the TV as I can get. So now I watch the TV like this. Because if I stare dead ahead, all I can see is like a mouth talking. I'm like, I just can't get the big picture in, right? But you know something I did discover? Watching pornography on a TV this size, it's like you're there. So I don't watch Netflix or Stan anymore. I put on a lovely movie and I take all my clothes off and I stand here, and there's a few of those movies where like some of the action's usually here, right? And then you find the ones where they're bent over here, and it's like you're there. So all wasn't lost on this glorious television that's now very sticky. Oh, grow up, it's part of life. Now this is more a public service announcement for your elderly mothers and fathers, okay? When I get up to offer you a seat, fucking sit down! There is one thing I hate, it's a proud old person. Oh, I don't need the seat, I can perfectly stand up here on this tram. Thank you so much. Now I'm standing, I can't sit back in it because I look like a dickhead, and you won't use it, so now there is a vacant seat. Right, just fucking sit in it, Christ. I would would give my left arm to have someone every time I got on a tram get up and let me sit down, and I fucking done it for you, so sit in it. Literally, all she needs to do is do this, and she's sitting in the fucking seat. Oh! So please, when you get home and you know anyone who's over the age of, like, fucking, even you guys, if a young person gets up, just sit in the seat, don't be proud, just sit in it. I wish I was done there. Elderly people on public transport should be shot. I don't even joke. There is nothing more stressful when then an old biddy gets on with a trolley and a bags of shopping. Just getting on the tram. And then, first of all you go, oh my God, please find a seat. Quickly, find a seat before the tram starts. Because you know she's going to have a fall, and you know she's not going to recover from that fall. She's going to break a hip, end up hospitalising bed, get bed sores, rot to death and die. And you were the one that watched the initial process happen, and you didn't do anything. Oh, just getting out my key card, don't go yet, oh God. And you're literally like, hear the doors close. Oh God, get your seat. It's like a thriller movie. Oh, get your seat. Hurry. Oh, thank God, go. I'm just going to find a seat. There's one right there. It's right there. I'm getting up for you. Quickly. Okay. And this is what happens 100% of the time. The tram driver knows he's not going to take, he or she, oh, I recovered that well. She is not going to see the old lady in a revision mirror and just be like, oh, I'm going to kill this one. They know. They see her get on. Tell them that. We see you get on, you old bitch. Fuck. And then what happens is, right as she gets, here's the seat, right as she turns herself into the seat, the tram driver's like, oh, what's this? And they take her, oh, she's all into the seat. Oh my God, thank God. Oh my God, my heart. And then you get to the next stop and you look outside, oh fuck, there's heaps of them! And you just get off and call an Uber. But if you are stuck on that tram, it's not over, because she's still got to get off. And you hope to God that you're getting off before she does, because getting off is the worst part, because they're old and slow and they think that the tram is just going to not stop for them, and they push the stop button. That I don't know what they fucking think. They're just dumb. So they get up 3 stops too early. Some old biddy with a trolley and a bag. Like, oh, I hope he doesn't leave, and I'm stuck on the tram. Sit down. And so they're doing this, and you're like, oh, it's going to die again. Oh. A good solution is to pop in some headphones, blast some of the heaviest metal of all time to drown out the sounds of a dying old woman and just look out the window. And then when the tram starts moving, you go, one of 2 things has happened. She's on the floor dead, or she's off the tram. Fuck, and they just refuse to hold on. No, my little old legs are fine, thank you. No, they're not. So please, just fucking fuck.